Ooh. Like this? I'm Phillip Rich. I'm the vocalist for Nospūn.
My name is James Nelson, and I am the guitarist in Nospūn.
I am Cole Millward, bassist for Nospūn.
Paul Wood, drummer for the band Nospūn.
Today is a special day in particular for the band.
We are celebrating 10 years to the day since we released the Ozai EP.
The Ozai EP.
The Ozai EP.
The Ozai EP is the first set of music that the four-member group that you know as Nospūn, it's the first music we ever created and recorded as this four-man group.
The first release that we as a band ever put out together.
And it's also the very first record that we ever made where we self-produced it.
The original Ozai EP came to be pretty much from the ashes of the first iteration of this band.
We started exploring the limits of what we were capable of as far as writing and technicality, as well as style.
We decided then to break away from a more traditional, sort of old school prog sound to something more modern at the time.
It was a mix of different inspirations at the time. You know, late 2000 bands, Periphery, a little bit heavier. And the reason we decided to self-produce it was realistically due to a poor experience with a recording and production of another album that we had released with another previous band's name.
When we were sort of first recording, first starting to get a band off the ground, we did try and succeeded, I suppose, making another album recorded in more the traditional way, where we went to another studio and recorded it there. But we were still fairly inexperienced with the process, and we were not great at communicating what our vision was to the engineers we were working with.
We were not fully happy with the results that we were given.
Being unsatisfied with the lack of control.
We came out with a product that was less than ideal for us. In 2013, I asked for Pro Tools for Christmas and just started learning it. And it was sort of the natural progression. We were sort of using this new music that we were writing at the time as our first go at recording ourselves.
This year marks the 10-year anniversary of the Ozai EP. And to celebrate that, we are going to re-release it, fully re-recorded, remixed, and remastered.
This has been fully re-recorded, reproduced.
It's an entire recreation of the original, but with all new everything.
We wanted to redo it instead of just remaster it because there were lots of things that we've learned in the past 10 years.
At the time when we released it, we were still new to this whole music thing.
We recorded the damn thing on my college laptop that was not built for what we made it do.
We did the best we could, but we were never fully satisfied with the way it sounded.
It's hard for us to listen to it. We've come a long way when it comes to production, and we really want to release this with the same sonic qualities that the Opus album had.
We wanted it to sound sonically consistent with Opus so that you can play songs from Opus and then songs from this EP right after each other, and it won't sound like you're going from a nice modern production to something made by a garage band.
The EP tends to lean toward harder, more aggressive sound.
It's more straightforward, it's heavier.
It's not a concept album, so each song is sort of meant to stand on its own.
Definitely heavier, but it's not in reflection to what to expect next.
This is not the future of Nospūn. While certain Nospūn isms is still a part of this re-release of the EP, And though we still love the music on this EP, since that time of the original release, we have grown as musicians and songwriters.
We're not locking in to a more aggressive or heavier sound.
We definitely had too much of a good time exploring the proggier elements with Opus. And so I think we would all be really remiss if we ended up leaving all that behind.
No, this is not necessarily the future of Nospūn. This is not album number 2, also known as Mopus.
That is still in the works and on its way.
We've just come off a really good couple of years enjoying the success of Opus, which was really sort of our first album. It was our first album as Nospūn, and sort of the first album that people have come to know us by.
We want to release the EP now to pay homage to where we came from, but also to have closure. I think it's hard to move on when you feel like really good music that you were a part of didn't get its fair due.
The songs on the EP still hold very true to our hearts.
We do still really feel strongly about these old songs, this old music.
We want it to have a second chance at life because we believe it's worth it. And honestly, we won't have the closure we need unless we give it a chance.
This is our chance to share this music that we're so proud of to a wider audience.
We're looking to release this EP, drumroll please, Q1 2025.
Q1 2025.
Early 2025.
We'll put it out when we fucking put it out.
Thank you guys for sticking with us, for your patience.
Keep an eye on the socials. We'll definitely be posting more about it, updates, and maybe soon you'll be getting some teasers.
Thanks for all your support. Keep an eye out for the Ozai EP.
Keep an eye out.